for the East Coast Reflector Youth Net number 146 edition. Tonight your guest net controllers are going to be Grayson, KG4, BUT, and Ivan, KE2, EGF, along with myself, W2SAL, and Vicky at Master Control, KE8, VKY, and a few other folks over there in the Zoom room. Our question tonight is going to be, what's your first pet? What was your first pet? Type of a question. And don't forget, you can ask the kids a question too. It doesn't have to be related. It could be anything you want. With that there, just one quick reminder, tomorrow, Saturday at 11 p.m. is the trivia net right here, pop in. They have a great time. I did catch it a couple times, and it's fun just listening, even though I got hung out to dry a few times. With that, we'll start with some check-ins. Is there any mobile check-ins out there wishing to check in at this time? Please call now. Alright, no mobile check-ins. We've got the text line open, so feel free to jump in on that, and you can get in without getting into a pile-up. And with that, we'll take some radio check-ins. How about anyone, anywhere wishing to check in tonight? Please call now.
This is Kilo Bravo 8, Papa Lima Victor, KB8, PLV, Chris. KD9 TEV, KD9 TEV, Caleb.
N2BH, N2BH.
Beach Street, KJN.
Kilo Charlie 1, Juliet Papa Delta. Kilo Charlie 1, Juliet Papa Delta.
Kilo Echo 8, Sierra Mike November, KE8, SMN.
Kilo Juliet 5, Mike Hotel. Kilo Juliet 5, Mike Hotel Victor. Kilo Juliet 5, Mike Hotel Victor.
Anyone else out there wishing to do a check-in at this time, please call now. We'll get you on the log, and we'll get started here with Grayson. From the bottom up, looks like I got a KM7B question mark Delta. You want to come back with that, and we'll get you straightened out?
That was me. Kilo Mike 7, Bravo Uniform Papa. Kilo Mike 7, Bravo Uniform Papa.
Copy that, Dan. We got you in there. We got it straightened out. Thank you much. All right, from the bottom up, we got KM7 BUP, November 5 RTC, KJ5 MHB, KE8 SMN, KC1 JPD, KD3 AJN, N2BH, KE9 PEV, KB8 PLV, and then we got a couple text check-ins, W2 RBC, KE2 EGF, KE2 EDS, and WB3 A. So with that, I'm going to turn it over to Grayson, and Grayson, you can start with Steven in Easton, PA. How's that for you?
Howdy, thank you, Sal.
Good evening, Greg and Sal, Ivan and Vicky.
ILA.
Hope you're having a good evening. The first pet was a gerbil, and we had a couple of them. And boy, those things are nasty. They bite your fingers. You know, you go pick them up, they bite you. Big teeth there, a little thing. And yeah, you know, that was it. First pet, other than tropical fish, but at least you could hold a gerbil. So anyway, that's it. That's my story. So back to the net, WB3LA.
Some please to Steven. Next time, wait for me to call your name, not the moderator of the net. Some please to Steven. Next up, KE2EDS, North from Emma, New York.
And great job. And yes, I did have a pet. It was a dog. His name was Dylan. He was a Brittany. His kennel name was Catch Me If You Can. And believe me, it was very difficult. The question for you, Grayson, is, have you ever owned a fish? This is KE2EDS.
Alright, to answer that question for you, Mark, yes, I have actually one that lasted over 10 years in age. Simply to Mark. Before I go on, I would like to comment. For the commenting poll, ask me anything. I don't care. As long as the FCC is happy about it, I don't care what you ask me. Simply to Mark. Next up, KE2EGF, Ivan from Gasport, New York. Hey, Grayson, everyone else for that. Yeah, you're doing a good job tonight, Grayson. Yeah, for that, I have personally had a dog and a cat. They were both with me when I was born. So yeah, those were my first pets. They were great pets. They are sadly no longer with us, but now I have 4 cats, believe it or not. So I'm a big cat person, and yeah. Anyways, back to you, 73. I'm a cat person too, Ivan. Simply too. Next up, maybe two, RBC, Randy from West Essex, New York.
Good evening, Grayson, Ivan, Sal, and everyone on the Youth Net. My first pet was a white miniature poodle. His name was Dandy. Grayson, I got a question for you. If you could live anywhere in the world, where would that be? Back to net control, 73 to all, W2, RBC.
Randy, to answer your question, it'll probably have to be, probably like Iceland, because it's one of the, most low-crime, countries, I believe it was. Some please to you, Randy. Next up, KB8PLV, Cliff, Novi, Michigan.
Good evening, Grayson, and everyone running the net tonight. You're doing a wonderful job. Yes, I had, for a first pet, 2 golden hamsters. My sister and I each got one. I named mine Brownie. I think she named hers Fawn. And they were a lot of fun to watch do all their funny play inside the little gerbil huts when they walk through the tubes. My question for you, Grayson, would be, what is the largest in size pet that you've had so far? This is KB8POV, back to net.
Chris, to answer your question, the largest indoor pet that I've had has been like a 250-pound like Rottweiler. Something to you. Chris, next up, Kitty9PEV, sorry from Woods, Washington, Wisconsin, I meant.
evening, Grayson. My first pet was a dog named Iris, and I don't remember its particular breed. My question for you is, since you have dogs, what role does a dog play in your amateur radio operating? 7-3, this is KD9 CEV.
Alrighty, and 7 please to you, Clay. Next up, N2BH, Bill from Paramount.
Good evening, Grayson. Sounding good. My first pet was a dog. I can't remember what its name was. I was a pretty little kid when we got it. And do you have any upgrades planned for amateur radio this year? M2BH.
Alrighty, Bill, to answer your question, I currently do not. Maybe I was going to get my general license, but yeah, that's about it. 7 please to Bill. Next up, KD3, Adrian, Anna from Beaver, Pennsylvania.
Hello, Grayson, and everyone else on the net tonight. My first pet was a cat, and I named her Cat Cat. I was real little, and that's all I could say was Cat Cat. Hey, Grayson, do you like the snow? KD3 AJN.
7 Yankee. Snow, like that thing that people get in, like, total winds in, like, Florida. Wait, actually, hold on, in Florida, we may be getting snow. Tomorrow night, like, 10 p.m., I'll, going to drive, not that far away, 10 miles away from the house and, see snow, probably. Some please to Anna, it's gonna get, really cold here in Orlando, so, I don't know, I'm playing. Next up, KC1 JPD, Jeffrey from Milton, Vermont.
Good evening, Grayson, and everyone on the net. Doing a great job tonight, Grayson. My first pet was a snake that I had caught out in our backyard, and I had named him Speedy. And that was a long, long time ago, and I still love snakes. I have 4 pet snakes right now. Hope everyone has a great night. KC1 JPD, back to net.
Alrighty, some please. Next up, KD8 SMM, Jeff from Rochester Hills, Michigan.
Good evening, Grayson. Everyone on the Youth Net. This is KE8 SMN. First pet was a dog. It was a miniature schnauzer. We named it Pepper. My brother found it on the side of the road. Someone had abandoned it. Great dog. KE8 SMN. Back to net.
EI2 KCB listening through.
Jeff, did you see it was a turtle?
KE8 SMN. First pet was a dog.
Okay, dog. Thanks, Justin. Please do. Ivan was curious. Next up, KJ5MHV Exhale from Cleveland, Texas.
This is KJ5MHB. Yeah, my first pet was a dog named Daisy. We still have her. She's living out her days still on our farm here. She's still pretty energetic for how old she is. 7-3, KJ5MHB. Back to net.
Alrighty, some please to you. Chill. Next. N5 LTC, Terry from Austin, Texas.
Grayson. Good evening, Ivan, Vicky, Sal, Dick, and a host of people in the Zoom room. Those of you listening, come join us in the Zoom room. See what goes on behind the curtain. My first pet was a dog. I've had dogs all my life, except for the years when I was in college. Didn't have one then because I always lived in either dorms or university housing. Grayson, my question for you is kind of a two-parter. Do you receive an allowance? And if you do, what kind of work do you do to earn your allowance? N5 RTC.
I do not actually. Simply to you, Terry. Next up, KM7 BUP, Dan from Lanton, Utah.
Good evening, Grayson and everyone on the net. My first pet was a cute little puppy, a beagle puppy named Tootsie. And for you, Grayson, I have a question. If you could have any animal as a pet, what would that be? KM7 BUP, back to net.
Sorry, what was that question again?
If you could have any animal as a pet, what would that be? KM7 BUP.
Ooh, cat. Always will be a cat. Simply to, you, Dan. Next up, KA8, BYU, Roy from Basketball, New York.
Everybody on the net, KA8 BYU. Yeah, my first pet was a dog. I got her when I was 5 years old. She was the runt of the litter, the smallest one, and she turned out to actually be the best of the whole bunch. And her name was Fluffy, and I had her for 13 years, until just before I graduated from high school. And my question for you is, what kind of cat would you prefer? A black cat, an orange and white, or a...
Some please to, Roy, K4PJM, Perry from Leesburg, Florida.
Well, good evening, Grayson, Ivan, and everybody in the Zoom room. Well, you made me bring back some memories. It goes back a little ways because, you know, I'm up past the 70 number. So the first pet I remember was a big white horseshoe rabbit that was named Tony. And he was my first pet I had, and I had a lot of fun with him. So we just, great question tonight. A lot of memories today in all these, all the nets tonight. You're doing a great job, guys. Have a great night. It's K4 PJM, back to net.
Some referees to you, Perry. Next up, WBTJPQ, Dick from Elton, New York.
Well, good evening again, Grayson. You're doing a great job tonight. I know Ivan's coming up at the bottom of the hour. He'll do a great job as well. I had a goldfish once. He didn't do so well. He went down the toilet. And I had a turtle once. Had him in the garage, and I don't know, he must have dug his way out of whatever I had him in. Well, that was the extent of my animals. Never had dog, cat, anything but a turtle and a goldfish. My question to you, Grayson, tonight is, are you going to miss me at Hamcation this year?
That answer will always be yes. Sophie Dick. Next up, I'll hand it back over to Sal, W2SAL, to call some more check-ins.
Thanks, Grayson. Dick, that was a great answer you gave. I was watching PJ over there in the Zoom room and how the missus was laughing over that one. So, with that, I do have a couple other announcements. Let me bring it up here. One is, you guys can text and stuff like that. With that, let's go out there and see who else we have that wants to check in. I need probably at least another 8 or 10 folks here to get Grayson through his half hour. So if you're out there, please give us a shout out. Go ahead. And 2ZVN. And 2ZVN. Traffic.
W2KJV, W2KJV.
Kilo 2, Alpha Papa. Kilo 2, Alpha Papa.
KR4COH, Kilo Romeo 4, Charlie Oscar Hotel. Just checking in. No traffic at this time. Top of the evening to the net. We will be monitoring. IO, in and out.
Anyone else out there wishing to check in, please call now.
KSA, SQN. Say again, this is KSA, SQN. Checking in, no traffic.
N4WBF, checking in.
One more. Let's get one more to check in, and then we'll turn it over to Grayson here in a second.
Kilo Delta 3, Bravo, Foxtrot, Echo. Kilo Delta 3, Bravo, Foxtrot, Echo. Name is Elliot.
Holding up there. Just a quick reminder, tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. is a 40-meter net on 7245, or thereabouts, plus or minus a little bit. So you get in there a little bit early, get into the Zoom room and check in. You can find out for sure what frequency we're on. Typically it is the 7245, and you're on the 40-meter net at that point. Carlos is out on assignment tonight, and we haven't had any aeronautical nets lately, so we'll try and see what we can muster up with him. And with that, I'm going to run from the bottom up, and then we'll turn it back over to Grayson to finish these off here. We got K7 FPS, KD3 BFE, November 4 WBF with a question mark. I need to check your call sign, so if you're still there, you want to fix it for us? The 4 station that checked in just a few seconds ago. I need your call sign again. vacuum will go up to KF8FQN, KR4COH, K2AP, my pal Tony W2KJV, November 3 MDC, and our favorite Manny, November 2 ZVN. Manny, how are you tonight?
Good evening, Phil and Grayson. Hey, thanks for doing that. You guys got some good questions, and Maddie likes it because it's one she can actually answer. So I will turn it to her. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I had a dog. It was a Australian Shepherd Border Collie mix. Its name was Jupiter.
There you got it. And, yeah, when I was young, probably about 150 years ago, my first pet was a dog, and it was a collie, big collie, just like Lassie, and came with the name of Rob Roy. We called him Robbie, though. So, at any rate, you guys have a great night, and thank you for doing the net. Very fine job. And to ZVN, back to net 7-3.
Okay. Maddie and Alan. I don't know. When you said 150 years ago, how old are you now? Seriously, how? I lost 4 words. Okay. Some please to you, Alan and Maddie. Next up, KD3 BFE, Elliot from Parkview, Michigan.
KD3 BFE from Parkville, Maryland. Yeah, when I was a little kid, I grew up on with horses and dogs, cats, and peacocks, and I had the responsibility of getting a Dalmatian when I was, 10 years old. That was pretty awesome, because I always wanted a Dalmatian, so my mother got me one. KD3 BFE, thank you for having me, and thanks for running the net, everybody. Everybody have a wonderful evening. KD3 BFE, back to net.
Next up, N3 MDC, Michael from Winston-Salem, North Carolina.
Well, good evening, Grace, and everybody in there. Well, first of all, I'm getting ready for a huge bomb cyclone tomorrow. Actually tonight. It's going to up a lot of snow and wind on me, close to 8 inches, so I'm really looking forward to that. So everybody be praying for me. But Grayson, when I was a kid, me and my family had dogs a lot. And I have a dog right now. His name is Luca. He's a Whippet. I've always had a Whippet. They're very loving dogs, and this is my 4th Whippet I've ever owned. So I've owned it for a long time. But Grayson, this is a question I'm thinking about to ask you. Grayson, when you're old enough to drive, obviously, when you're a teenager, what would be your dream car?
So this one might be controversial, but honestly, probably has to be a Mini, honestly. Some please to you, Michael. Some please to you, Michael. Next up, W2KJV, Tony from Homosassa, Florida.
Good evening, Grayson and Phil. Had to wait for the idea to go by. The first pet I remember was a dog that my father sent back from Germany when he was in World War II. I was very young, and my personal first pet that I acquired was a little baby rabbit that I caught in the fields by my house. And so I'm wondering, Grayson, if you've ever caught an animal, a wild animal, or a fish or something like that that you brought home for a pet?
Please to Tony. Next up, K2AP, Joe from East LMT, New York.
Good evening, Grayson. Good evening to the net. Well, I had a black cat, and it was a lot of fun, but every once in a while it would get a tail off up and go crazy, run around the house and get nuts. Anyway, my question to you, Grayson, is what's your favorite thing to do at the Orlando haircut? K.J.C. back to net. Good evening, everyone.
Okay, Joe, what was your, answer again?
Yeah, I have a black cat, and the question was, what's your favorite thing to do at Orlando Hair Nation?
Like K2B, the control.
This is K2AP. Let me try on All-Star. My pet was a black cat, and my question to you was, what's your favorite thing to do at Orlando Hamvention? K2AP, back to net.
Alright. First off, question Joe. Probably look around the swap building though. And also Tony, what was your question for me?
Grayson, I was wondering if you ever caught a creature outside, an animal, a bird or a rabbit or a tadpole or frog, anything like that, if you've ever caught a creature and brought it home as a pet.
I mean, like, I have, those, these, black beetles outside. I mean, back then, I don't do this anymore. Every now and then, to bring them in. Someone please to you, Tony. And next up, I will hand it to I'll pass over the sound to pass it over to Ivan. That said, someone please.
Thanks there, Grayson. Ivan, we're going to start you off at line 35 with KFA-FQN and take it downward. Go ahead.
Alright, thanks, Phil. Yeah, this is Ivan here. So we're age 11, and we're taking the next troll for this next half, these Coast Reflector Youth Net. Alright, first up here, we have KFA-FQN Wyatt, who is new to the system in Imlay City, Michigan. Question is, what is your first pet? Please come now. FQN, or SUN, or SUN. There are all sorts of different things we heard with your call sign there. If you're here, please come now. A KF8 station, a KF8 station. I'll put you in and out there. Alright, next up here we got KD3 BFE Elliott and Parkville, Maryland. Please come now. KD3BFE. Elliot, are you still with me? It's not normal mark is in and out there. K7, FPS, Fred in Reno, Nevada. Are you still with me? Or please come now, my bad.
Hey, Ivan, Sal, and everyone on the net, K7 FPS. I guess Mexican jumping beans don't count. So, probably the first pet was probably a hermit crab and or a small turtle. I don't remember which came first, but started out small and then moved up to fish tanks and everything else. Anyway, I'll hand it back to you, Ivan, K7 FPS.
Alright, 73 to you there, Fred. Alright, next up on the list, we have KJ7AGQ, John in Los Central, Washington. Please come now.
This is Kilo Juliet 7 Alpha Golf Quebec. Hello, Ivan, and everybody else on the net tonight. And my first pet was a rabbit. I hope everybody has a good evening in 73. This is KJ7AGQ.
Thanks for joining John tonight. I recognize you from Yacht there. Anyway, 73, have a good one. Next up, we have WD5DON, Don in Corpus Christi, Texas. Please come now.
Good evening, Ivan. Grayson's did a great job tonight. And my first pet was also a dog who was named Car Chaser, and unfortunately he lived up to his name, so he was not with us for very long. And my question for you is, I think you work quite a bit of HF. I was wondering if you frequently get pileups when you work at HF. Back to net.
Yeah, believe it or not at all. I haven't gotten a pileup in a while. Actually, I don't think I've ever gotten a true good pileup at my station. But we're also running an end fed about 30 feet off the ground, 100 watts, bare. Yep. Yeah, I don't have the greatest of stations, but I do have a vertical I'm going to be putting up soon, and that might, change it. But yeah, I've gotten, maybe pileups where I have maybe 3 people come to me, but I've never gotten one where I have, 10 people come to me consistently. But usually I'll call CQ, and then every once in a while I have 3 people come to me, and I'll talk to them, and then I'll be calling CQ for another 5 minutes. So I've worked pretty good on my CQing, strategy, lengthening it out my CQs, but it just never works. But when I'm on a bigger station, I've gotten these massive pileups before. I've gotten one so big you wouldn't even believe it. I had, during AWL Kids Day, I was at someone else's station. I had this crazy pileup. I'm talking 10 people come to me consistently. So, anyway, 73 is you down there. I'm going to pass you back to Seal now to take some more check-ins.
Thanks for that round, and you guys both are doing a great job today. I should say tonight. And just to remind everyone, the Morning Brew, 7 to 9 a.m., Monday through Friday, with Friday being a second cup every now and then, and the 9 o'clock hour. So with that, you might find the Godfather out there just sandbagging, or he might be asking you the question. And the questions usually range from A to Z. Believe it or not, we've had alligators to zebras out there. With that, we'll take some more check-ins right here on the Youth Net, so feel free to check in at this time and let Miss Vicky get those fingers working.
KD2 VNU.
Victor Alpha 3, Yankee Bravo Sierra. Victor Alpha 3, Yankee Bravo Sierra.
Kilo 6 Golf Bravo Zulu, K6 GBZ, in and out.
Kilo Romeo 1 India Sierra. Kilo Romeo 1 India Sierra.
I checked in earlier, and I think a question was posed to me, and I had technical difficulties and dropped off, but I believe it may be in reference to my call sign and identity. I'm a brand new ham as of January 12th, and I just recently got my new vanity call sign today, so I believe it has not had the chance to populate systems yet. Anyway, I appreciate you guys, and I've been a long-time listener. Like I said, new ham and first-time transmitter.
Any other check-ins out there wishing to get in on this round? We'll take you now. Go ahead.
November 7, Foxtrot Golf Papa, N7 FGP.
Alpha 3 Mike Romeo. Alpha 3 Mike Romeo, Walt, Western Pennsylvania.
With that, we're working from the bottom up, and then I'll hand it off to Ivan. I'll run him back down to the bottom. AA3MR, November 7, Foxtrot Golf Papa. November 4, WBF, KR1IS, K6GBZ, VA3YBS, KD2, VNU, Derby Dan, my buddy and pal. We'll start them off with you, and Ivan. I'll let you take it from there, bud. Go ahead. And don't forget, folks, it's what was your first pet?
Sale? Yeah, alright. Like I said, the question tonight is, what was your first pet? Alright, first up on the list, we got Derby Dan, KD2 VNU. Derby, Dan, please come now. This is KD2 EGF.
Good evening, Ivan. Good evening to Grayson and everybody else on the net this evening. Mine was a dog. It was a beagle named Peanuts. Return back to net. Everybody have a good evening and a wonderful weekend. KD2VNU.
Alright, 73 to you, Dan. Do you have a question for me?
No, I do not. I'll pass it on for the next user. KD2VNU.
Alright, 73 to you there, Dan. Next up, we have VA3 YBS, Bill in Dunnville, Ontario, Canada. Please come now.
Good evening, Ivan. Thanks for doing the net tonight. Thinking way back to my youth, my first pet was a cat. It was a little black and white cat, and we named him Felix because there was a cartoon show on television at the time called Felix the Cat. And anyway, that was my first pet. Thanks again for doing the net. 73, this is VA3 YBS.
After that, 73 to you there, Bill. Next up, we have K6, never mind that, it's in and out. Alright, we're going to go down the list by two call signs, K6GVZ and IS, are both in and out. Next up, we have N4WBF, and please tell me if we got the call sign correct. I think you said it was a vanity, so it hasn't gone through yet. Down to you.
Yeah, that's correct. Previous or first issued call sign that has just been switched was Kilo Romeo 4 India Victor Hotel. It is now today, November 4, Whiskey Bravo Foxtrot. My name is Walker, and I'm in Daphne, Alabama.
set, Walter. Nice to hear that we got you on tonight. All right, if you want, you can answer the question. What was your first ever pet?
The first one that I can recall was a cat named Rascal, and had some dogs shortly after that. But the first one was my cat Rascal, and I still love dogs, and I have 2 cats and a dog.
All right, 73 is our Walter. Next up, we have N7 FTB. It's Scott in Jamestown, New York. Please come now.
Good evening, Ivan. Thank you and Grayson for doing the net tonight, and congratulations to the new ham walker out there. My first pet was a dog, and the dog, his name was Herman. He used to like to climb into tree houses with me and pull me around in a wagon. So my question for you tonight is, what is the farthest place you've ever traveled to?
I don't travel too much. My dad farms and we have a busy schedule, so we can't get out that much. But the furthest I've traveled to is Connecticut, specifically Mystic, Connecticut. Got some grandparents down there, and we like to visit them every once in a while. Anyways, 73 there to you, Scott. Next up, we have AA3MR, Walter in Clairton, Pennsylvania. Please come now.
Hey, Ivan and Grayson. Good evening, everybody. This is AA3MR. 10 degrees right now. It's supposed to go down to -8. And my first pet was a husky German Shepherd, and his name was Pete. I love that dog, and I think I was only about 12 or 13, but we used to go in the woods for hours and hours, and he used to kill groundhogs and all kinds of stuff. But yeah, it was my favorite pet was Pete. I still miss him, believe it or not. And just wondering, Ivan, what is your favorite ride? What is your favorite ride, say, at a amusement park? That's my question to you. Hope everybody's staying warm. Hope you're staying warmer. Back to you, Ivan. Doing a great job tonight. This is AA3MR.
I haven't gone to amusement parks too much. Not the biggest fan of them, but I have gone once on a band trip, and not the biggest fan of roller coasters. Personally, I did the pirate ship and blacked out on that for 2 seconds. So, I'm not the most liking of, G's and all that. So, yeah. Basically, I don't like G's, and usually you get G's when you're on a roller coaster, and that's what, makes you lose your stomach and all that sort of stuff. But there was a couple rides that were fun. There was this one where you could drive these old cars. Very cool, and midway through it, my wheel almost fell off, and they weren't exactly slow, but they also weren't exactly fast. They were a little slow, but they were pretty fast, so you could kind of ride them around pretty good. But those were very fun to ride. Anyway, 73 to you, Walter. Next up, we have KM4 CTV, Donnie in Jacksonville Beach, Florida. Please come now.
Well, good evening, Ivan, Grayson, and everybody on the net. KM4 CTV, Donnie in Jacksonville Beach, Florida. 54 degrees here tonight. It's supposed to be going down to 20s Sunday morning, so another polar plunge for us on the weekend. First pet was a dachshund named Fritz when we were very, very young. He was a real good pup. We enjoyed him. We had several pets growing up, though, but he was the first one that I remember. Thanks for doing the net, Ivan. Y'all have a great weekend. KM4 CTB back to net.
Wow, Donnie, yeah, my great-grandpa also had a dachshund named Fritz. Anyways, sorry to see you there, Donnie. Next up, we have N6 TVY, David in Sacramento, California. Please come now.
Hey, good morning there, Ivan. And
Grayson, everybody else on the net, M6 Judy Y. My first pet was a rabbit. So my question to you is, are you going to the meet and greet? Back to you, Ivan. Keep up the good work. M6 Judy Y.
Yes, we are. We will be at the meet and greet. Yes, we will be. Last year I couldn't make it because the Rochester Hamfest, and I was specifically looking for some stuff there that I probably wouldn't find at any other Hamfest. And it proved worth going there, and I got a really good deal on an HF rig, so, but sadly didn't have enough time to make it from there to the meet and greet after that, and still, get food because we were quite hungry this morning and all that. So, but we will probably get there next year, or this year, most definitely, because I don't think they're going to put it on the date of the meet and greet this year. Anyway, 73 views there, David. Next we're going to pass it on back to Sal, and the favorite have a speed around here. Down to you, Sal.
Alright, thanks there, Ivan. Alright, anyone else wishing to check in? We'll do an in and out deal here, and if you want to stick around, we'll let Ivan talk to you one quick more time, and that'll be the end of episode 146 of the ECR Youth Net. So with that, anyone else wishing to get in, and now's your chance.
Clear for GIP.
Kilo Bravo 2, Whiskey Golf Charles. Kilo Bravo 2, Whiskey Golf Charles, mobile in and out.
Hello, Echo 8, Lima Hotel Zulu, KE8, LHZ, mobile in and out.
IQ KCB, listening through. Don't forget, you can text us as well, 716-317-9050, or you can text at ecr.radio and still get in on the log as well, besides using your actual radio with the push-to-talk button. With that, anyone else?
November 4, Romeo Hotel Echo. November 4, Romeo Hotel Echo.
KC1 QPL, KC1 QPL.
You're up. We'll go KC1 QPL November 4 RHEI2 MOG from Ireland KE8 LHZ KB2 WGC, and our friend Rivers KR4 GIP. With that, Ivan, I'm going to let you run them from Rivers on down. Go ahead.
23 view there, Sal. Next up, we have KR4, GIP River in New Bern, North Carolina. Seems like you ran in time, River. The question tonight is, what was your first pet? Please come now.
Alright, thank you, Ivan. My first pet was a dog. Thank you for having me. I'm glad to be here in time. I might be meeting you in the Zoom room, because, Jake sent out an email that said he wanted to talk to us. I'll be there, maybe. I think so. Anyways, back to you, Ivan. This is KR4 GIP.
turning to receiver for next up. We got KV2WG, both in and out. Okay, KV2WGC and KE8LHC are both in and out. Next up, we had EI2 MOG Echo India 2 Mike Oscar Golf, Dundalk in Co-Laos, Ireland. I think you just said you're listening, but I don't know if you're checking in. Please come now. MOG, are you still with me? Seems like you're not there. We'll put you in and out. Anyways, 33 Next up, we have Roger, November 4, Roger Ham Enthusiast in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Please come now.
Good evening, Ivan. November 4, Rima Chaleco, Pancho, the yellow-headed green Amazon parrot that was there when I was born. Pancho could imitate all my family's voices. It was confusing sometimes who was really calling me. November 4, Roger Ham Enthusiast, return to net.
Wow, that's pretty cool, Roger. That's the first bird we've heard tonight. Did not expect it to be a parrot, too. I thought it'd be more something like a parrot, too. But anyway, 33 there, Roger. Next up, we got KC1 QPL, John in South St. Paul, Michigan. Please come now. QPL, are you still with me? We'll come back to you later. Next up is N3DQD, Ray in Beaver, Pennsylvania. Please come now.
Yeah. Good evening, Ivan, and everybody else in here. I'm sorry I'm kind of late checking in. This is N3DQD. We had issues with Anna's phone, so we had to get her phone fixed and working for her, and we got that done. My first pet was a dog, a female dog. She ended up having puppies, and my mother made me get rid of the female dog, but she let me keep one of the puppies. So, Ivan, how many pets do you have?
Ray, so to answer the question, we have four cats, but we have a bunch of cats at the farm, barn cats, and we rescue them sometimes. That's where two of our cats came from. And yeah, we rescue them too and give them to my aunt and uncle, and they take them too. So yeah, I think so far we've rescued about, let's see, 4 cats, I think, from the farm, and there's a bunch that, come in and out, but a lot of them are feral cats and you can't get them. But every once in a while you have a friendly one come along and we'll take it. But anyway, 33 to you there, Ray. Alright, this is the end of the net for tonight, but I do want to go back to KC1QPL, John in South St. Paul, Michigan, or not Michigan, Minnesota, and see if he's still there.
Good evening. I am still here. I'm in KC1QPL. I had a technical glitch and logged out for a minute there, but I jumped back in. The first pet we had was a dog, and it was some kind of long-haired mixed breed dog, and its name was Peppy. That's the first pet that I remember, but I was very, very young, and that was a long time ago. Thanks for having me tonight. You do a fine job. KC1QPL 73.
well, that's the perfect end of the youth net there, just exactly 9 o'clock now. 73 CUs there. And with that, I'm going to be giving us our statistics before we send it back to sale tonight. Anyways, for this night, we had 44 check-ins for the youth net number 146 on January 30th of 2026. So, we did not get many answers. A lot of them were generic, which is good. Well, I would say it's good, you know, easy for me to read them all off. Anyways, for the first most, how should I say it? The most, question, or the answer, the most numerical answer was a dog, with 19 check-ins answering a dog. In second place, we had a cat with 4 check-ins, and in third place, we had a snake with another 4, or not a snake, a rabbit with another 4 check-ins. Now for the dog, 54.3% went to the dog, 11.4% went to the cat, and 2.9% went to the snake. Now these answers are not correct. Dog is definitely not correct. The cat should most definitely be the first, but anyways. Alright, so with some other minor answers, we had the cat and dog. That was mine, with 2.9%. We had a snake, 2.9%, parrot, 2.9%, and a frog at 2.9%. I think we had a goldfish somewhere in there too for 2.9%. That has not showed up. Anyways, for check-ins by call district, we had the Far Superior District, number 2. And in first place with 14 check-ins. In second place, we got call district number 4 with 8 check-ins. And in third place, we got call district number 3 with 7 check-ins. Alright, that's it for all the statistics tonight. Thank you everyone for checking in. We really appreciate it. And I'm going to pass it back to Sal.
Simon and Grayson, you guys did a fine job. And if anyone wants to see Miss River, you can come into the Zoom room. She's in there now. She did make it, and we're happy to have her on board. And hopefully next week, Carlos will be back. N1, November 1, CBM. He was out on assignment tonight, so we'll see what happens next week. And with that, I want to thank everyone for checking in. I hope you all stay safe, stay warm, watch that weather out there, and cuddle up if you need to. With that, this is W2SAL calling the net and sending it back to normal operations. W2 is SAL clear.